Hello, everyone. My name is Jamal Stokes, and this is my Population Health Project. Impoverished citizens in Flint, Michigan. Poverty and race possibly could have become one of the hugest factors in the reasons as to why the citizens of Flint, Michigan were not able to be protected and saved from their water becoming contaminated. Perhaps more actions might have been taking place at a much faster pace if citizens weren't under the poverty line. Response to the crisis might have been different if the situation occurred in a population with a different epidemiologic profile in terms of officials actually following in the correct procedures, protocols, and precautions when using a source of water for the health of the public. Description of community. Flint, Michigan is currently made up of 4% mixed races, 4% Latino, 37% Caucasian, and 57% African Americans. With that being said, out of the total amount of residents in the city of Flint, roughly 40% lie below the poverty line. Flint also ranked first in childhood poverty. An estimated 58% of Flint residents under the age of 18 live below the poverty line compared to the national average of 18%. Health issues affecting the community. According to the Natural Resources Defense Council, officials looking to save money switched Flint, Michigan's drinking water supply from the Detroit city system to the Flint River. With that being said, officially 90 people were sickened and 12 died from exposure to waterborne Legionella bacteria during the 18 months that the city of Flint drew its water from the Flint River in 2014. An investigation has also found that there were a total of 115 deaths from pneumonia during that time as well, which they believe were the cause of death due to the water becoming contaminated. Determinants of health for population. By state and city officials breaking the laws of not properly caring and treating the water supply, this unfortunate mishap has caused lead to spread into homes and drainage systems from the aging and corrosion of old pipes in the water supply system. The cause of lead leaching into the water in Flint was corrosion of the water distribution systems, service pipes, and solder. With that being said, citizens of Flint City fell victims of environmental racism, some believe, meaning that if they were located in a different environment with a different legislation, then possibly their circumstances could have been different than how they turned out to be. Also, officials would not be going against laws and regulations when dealing with water systems, meaning they will implement the correct tests on the source of water before giving it to people if they were located in a wealthier region of the world. Perhaps more actions might have been taking place at a much faster pace if citizens weren't under the poverty line. Health issue. Due to the heavily polluted water supply caused by government officials not properly treating the water and the aging of old pipes in the water system, many citizens were affected by lead poisoning. Lead poisoning is considered to be a form of metal poisoning that can cause a buildup in the body, and at very high levels, it can become fatal. It develops through air, water, soil, dust, and some paints as well. In adults, some of the symptoms can include high blood pressure, joint and muscle pain, difficulties with memory or concentration, headache, abnormal pain, mood disorders, reduced sperm count and abnormal sperm, miscarriage, stillbirths or premature birth in pregnant women as well. As far as for children, they can develop delays, learning difficulties, irritability, loss of appetite, weight loss, sluggishness, abdominal pain, vomiting, constipation, hearing loss, and seizures. Future trends. The community has become healthier over time due to the measures implemented to recover safe drinking water for the citizens of Flint, Michigan. For the current predictions for the community's health, the federal court, which states that the city must remove the lead in Flint, Michigan, and galvanize steel water service, has better implemented the region of Flint, Michigan, being that they are under law and regulations to implement better water supplies. Things are being done to improve the health of the community. Um, the community has provided medical treatment for those who have become ill by administering lead screening tests in order to indicate the amount of lead in the patient's bloodstreams. Thus, this screening test is used to screen patients for exposures to lead. To ensure that residents won't become ill again from the water contamination, the Lead and Cooper rule was put into effect. The purpose of this rule is to protect the public by minimizing the lead and copper levels in drinking water in the city. In this agreement between the state, city, and the federal court systems, officials were also obligated to install water filters and give tap water testings, which will measure the amount of lead in contaminated water. Strategy for improving. In my opinion, I feel as though the citizens should educate themselves more about voting and figure out who they want in office to represent them as a community. The reason why I believe this is because this entire disaster could have possibly been prevented if there were different individuals in office during that time. I feel as though the citizens of Flint, Michigan can implement community outreach associations and or voting educational programs to better help them understand and educate themselves of who they want to be in office and who they want to best serve as their representation. This is all I have for my PowerPoint presentation. I hope you all enjoyed and thank you for your time.